Okay, in this video, I'd like to show you how you can get your own domain from start to end. First of all, domain is what you see here. For example, this website is https://www.google.com. Now, this part, google.com, is a domain. Now, the reason why you need a domain, your own domain, is that that's a branding. You could use, for example, if you apply for like things like ClickFunnels, which allows you to build your web pages, then they will kind of give you a free domain, but it will be like your name.clickfunnels.com or something like that. Well, now when people see that, then they can immediately tell that it's like some kind of affiliate and stuff like that. So in order to brand yourself, then you need your own domain. And in this video, I'd like to show you how exactly you get it. The first thing you would do is to do the Google search. Domain registration, here you go. That's one of the search terms I would use. Now, that would give you lots of different things. Now, first part, this says add. The results start with add. Those are add. So usually you wanna ignore those and then start with these guys probably. Let's see. Actually, any domain registration service is okay. The most famous ones probably GoDaddy or maybe Namecheap, register.com. Those are probably the main guys. Let's use, say, Namecheap. Sound cheap, is it? Okay. Now, as I said, you could use GoDaddy, but I would use one of those three probably. Namecheap, GoDaddy, and register.com. Because the ones, if you use the ones that's pretty famous, it's usually easier to integrate it with other services that you want to use later. Now, the next thing that you have to do is to choose your domain. The most common word or the conjunction of the common words are pretty much used and taken. For example, if you want to have a like shop, let's say if you own a bookstore, maybe you want to have a bookstore.com. Let's do the search. Then they'll show you if it's available or not. Okay, it's available, but make an offer. So that is very expensive. That's gonna be very expensive. As you can see, bookstore.ai here, it says 34,000 US dollars. So that's expensive. Okay, so you don't want to go with that. And sometimes it appears some of the like a really cheap one with weird extensions that people don't use, like .health, .studio, .shop, .inc, .blog. If you are starting your business, then I would say find the domain that .com is available, because people can easily relate .com as a website. But if you start with like .live, .shop, .inc, people can't really relate to it. So find the ones that easily, find the one that you can find .com domain. Okay, now let's go back. What would be the other one? So if you're locating in some of the area, then you'd use like that name. Like Tokyo, I live in Tokyo, so let's say Tokyo bookstore. Probably those are also taken. Bookstore. Okay, the one that looks promising here is actually not really good one because it says tokyobookso.com, which isn't what you wanted to have. You see, the one that I wanted to have is tokyobookstore.com, which is already taken, and I like not net.ai, but it has a better availability compared with just a bookstore. If you own, if you already have a name of your business, then you should go for it. For example, let's say your name is Bob, then you have like some kind of coaching service. Then let's say Bob's coaching. Okay, here you go. bobscoaching.com is available, and it's not that expensive. It's $8.88 a year. So that's what it takes. So it's probably a good idea to take that kind of things. So think if you are to think about your business name, then I would go for first check if that domain is available. Then if it's available, then I would take it. Okay, that's available too, and that's shorter. So something combined with like 3 words with a short characters. That's probably a good name. Okay, let's do this one. CozyLifeCoach.com. Add to cart. Give view item. Okay, that's $9. Okay, check out. Okay, domain privacy. Or you wanna enable it. Otherwise, when someone looks for that domain to see who owns it, then they will see your name and your home address and stuff like that. So you want to definitely enable domain privacy. Okay, auto renew is disabled. That's good. 1 year. If you are to starting now, then 1 year should be enough, because you may decide to disable it and have another like domains. Okay, sounds good. All right, SSL. Okay, you're gonna eventually need these, but for now, let's just take the domain part. Okay, $9. Okay, confirm order. Now, this is the first time. Let's assume that this is my first time to use this Namecheap. Then I need to create an account. Okay, right. Okay, let's go with the same domain that I've just life coach. Okay, password. You wanna use your own password. Okay, sign me up for Namecheap newsletter and marketing communications. I don't want to do that. But you could. They may give you some kind of good deals. Now create an account and continue. Okay, save password. Okay, put my name here. Okay, it's got the confirmation. So those restaurant contract, all those contacts need to be same. No, it doesn't have to be different, so you can keep your own. Okay, domain privacy service associate to this domain and enable at time of purchase recommended. Yes, you want to do that. Otherwise, those information will be shown to the people in the world, to the world. Save configuration above my default checkout setting. Okay, continue. Okay, add the new card. Okay. Now you need your credit card here. Okay, you put your contact credit card information. If you want to use PayPal, they allow that too. Okay, if you're not sure if you want to continue your business, then don't check this one. Automatically renew all of my eligible new services before expiration. Okay, they will always give you a notification before the expiry date. Okay, save configuration above to my default payment setting. Okay, continue. Alright, then pay now. Okay, I guess you're done. So that's how you do the domain registration. One easy way to check whether your domain is registered and propagated all across the internet. One thing you want to search is this keyword, DNS propagation check. DNS is a kind of service that registered a certain domain to a certain computer. So once you purchase it, then that domain is registered in Namecheap in our example. So let's see. And in this box, let's type what you've just purchased and do a search. As you can see, it's resolved all across the world. So because this is a new one and it doesn't need to be transferred from somewhere to somewhere, then it's really quick. But theoretically speaking, it could take up to like 48 hours, but usually it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes or so. Okay, let's just try out the one that shouldn't exist. For example, this kind of domain shouldn't exist. Let's do a search. Okay, cozylifecoach.com. It's all X. Not resolved because this domain doesn't exist. So the fact that you are able to get the result on your domain means that this domain is already available and it's been pointed to this IP address. Okay, that's it. So that's how you get your domain. I hope this video helps.